Okay, I'm back. Wow, guess what? Remember 50 to 60? Oh gosh, it's 62%. Yeah, I actually, okay, so I called 55 and that was my call by just looking on how my ornamental plants, these two here, move. And this is one of the things why I have these guys in here. This is sort of a heads up that, and you see it enough, and you go back and you look on the data enough, then you get to read the tank, and without even going to your apps, and you can say, yeah, it's this time of day, this is what the flow is like, and you can understand and watch the behavior of the fish, and you can know what they're swimming in and how they eat. So the tube effects worm is now all gone. Them broke it off, so it's around in the tank, and you're out at 62%. And you're the flipping reason I turned down the flow in the tank in the first place. But I thank you for that guide anyway, because it was right. And you just reminded me to mimic the patterns of what I know to be, what it would be like in the ocean and in the sea. This is, if I go in the morning to swim, I know what the sea feel like, morning, noon and night. I stay in the water all day, several days. I know what it is like to be on the ocean, on the sea. So creating the patterns is more mimicking of what I knew. And here you are out. So this is good to know now. You're feeling more comfortable. You're out eating again. So I don't know why you went in hiding and come out and go out, come out and go out. But guess what? It just means that around at this time of day to see. So who knows? You could have been coming out all along and I just don't know. This is why I wanted to be here. To see the full day cycle and how the fish behave. And that everybody is up and about. I gave them a little treat and they all loving it. Everybody, shrimp, crabs, everybody was going after the tube effects. And see there, them still jumping around the shrimp. Them, everybody was happy. So it's a nice little feeding. I did it because I know I'm going to do a water change. And oh, you should see it. The reason I did it, a long time I don't see me do this. Long time I don't see me do this. Look this up. Now, please disregard the pH. I have not
Amazon Photos is not supported on this device.
Yo, it's not you I talking to, Alexa. Shut up. Yeah, ignore the pH. I did not trim it. This is a new slide that's in, relatively a new slide. I didn't do anything to the slide other than to soak it. So you all know, I still tell you, I didn't have confidence in the pH out of the box. A few of the sensors. The temperature has been trimmed and has stayed steady, so I can bank on the temperature being like literally point something off from the apex, so I can rely on the temperature. Ammonia I've also been relying on a lot also. If it shifts above 0.01, the first thing I do is just clean the sensor, and usually when I clean it, it come right back down to around this. So it has been stable. You see how much fish has been added to the tank. No spikes in ammonia. So that's what I really look at when I come here, honestly. The only thing I look at when I come here on this page is what ammonia telling me. That's all I use the Senai for. Also when I'm going to do a test, I don't really look on temperature. I use the apex for that. pH means nothing to me here. So it's really ammonia, and that's what I have it in here for, is to monitor and make sure that the first line of defense stays strong, which is that bacteria. Yeah, the nitrosomas and the nitrobacters, that you guys stay strong here, because if something slip here, everybody dead. So that's why I use it to, honestly, is to watch the ammonia. Yeah, so that's that. Tank looking good. I'm gonna go back to my work, but I wanted to show you because I was shocked as fucking hell and happy as well to see you out. And this is sort of why I've also decided that I don't want no more free swimmers in the tank. The hawkfish is the only other fish I want in here because he's a rock jumper. So when I think about adding, I think about who is in here, what type of space I want them to have. I don't want to max out no tank. Why? I don't want to be in a cramped room. Why would I want to be in a cramped room? Everybody must have them time and space. See, when you look at the tank, it should almost also look empty. Because I think about I look at where everybody's swimming, and where they're living, and they're spaced out. So this is why I would lock the tank off with the hawkfish. I have no intention of paying for the hawkfish. There's only one place I would get it. Is at Pisces. Or somebody give it to me. But honestly, I can't afford the hawkfish. You know? So if the hawkfish will come in here, it come in the next 2 to 3 days before the tank lock off. Because once I get the corals, and I think I won't get 2 pieces, which takes me way over my personal budget now. Yeah, I'm over my personal budget now, and so, but I know this is the end and this is the last hurrah. So the 2 across maybe Acroporas, I'm thinking. I don't know. When I go and look, but 2 going to come in. I think I have the spot for them already. I still want to put in the magnetic rack. I'm going to have to look for that. But in the meantime, I think I have a spot I can put them. So that's what's coming in the tank. Maybe as soon as tomorrow. Because they should be there at the store. They're there today. I just don't think I'm going outside now because it's cold and I've work for the city, so vacuum still at work. So yeah, that's what I was just showing us a bit piece of the day again. I don't even have on my watch, but it is now 11:15 a.m. on Saturday. I'm gonna put on my watch so when I film again. But I'm excited. Let's just go for my watch because I need to keep track of what the fuck is going on. Let me see that for my bed. Yeah, okay, 11:20. Alright, that's where we're at. Go. This is what it looks like at night. Just feed the tank early morning. So I don't have on my watch. What time is it? 8:48. Yeah man. As food come out, come out now. Yeah, you're getting used to it. So tank is being fed. This morning they get the herbivore frenzy with Calanus. I also gave them with a mix of brine and spirulina. So it's about 4 different foods, of course sprinkled pretty generously with probiotics. And everybody's liking it, this early morning feeding. Good. Looking nice so far. Don't laugh, but I convinced myself that I'm going to probably go and get the Staghorn and put it right here. And I call it a coral rescue. That's the justification of borrowing more money from myself, is that I believe that coral where it is now, that it will do much better here than where it is now. So I'm calling it a coral rescue to justify this purchase. I'm going to rescue 1 more coral and put him right here. So that will complete my original thought of having 2 acros. Stone is here, so one will be here, one will be here. So they mimic 1 soft, 1 hard, 1 soft, 1 hard. So to the front and the back of the tank, we'll spread, and we'll say really get a good sense as to how these corals can be grown in the system. So far, the devil's finger and the hammer are going good. I am happy with how they look. I don't see nothing receding or nothing, and they look like they're happy in the tank. We're now gonna see. I need to find out your name. But you blend so nicely in this rock. It's like, whoa, you almost disappear. So camouflage, but I love it. Can't wait to see it in the full light. So that's probably Friday. And you are at the heaviest flow. So you see how I've readjusted this plant? It just sort of almost fall back into this position naturally. You can literally see the force of the wave coming from around here. It gives you that lateral feel. So when you step back and you look on the tank, look at that. You literally get a sense as how the water is moving right through the tank. The heaviest part at the base, you see it now. And look how the top is on the different corners around the side. I really love the ornamental plants for this. So what this tells me instantly, and that's why I told you in the beginning, here is where I want to put that acro mainly. Because this is the best flow and the best light. And here is a demonstration of how the flow is right around the side of the tank here, and how it fluctuates, and you're right in its path. So I feel that you will be fed nicely, and you're right in line with the kessel. So great positioning. You also are getting that light from the aquarium, so you get that long light that the hammer gets. So this is the right here is the highest lit, highest flow spot of the tank. That's why I placed you here. So I've decided I'm rescuing 4 corals today. One's going here. It's probably going to be some form of a button. The Staghorn is going to go at the top. And another acro is going to come here. This spot. And right here, another softie. So this will be like an arch of softies, and then you have the Staghorn coming up and growing up here. So I wasn't liking here. Here is better because open water flow, stronger light because it's closer to the top of the tank. So one aqua here, the other one here. Better unrestricted flow. So good flow here as well. So for the health of the coral, I think this was a better spot than the back of the tank. I already showed that the softies do well back here. So yeah, I will stick with this section here. The kessel is really great. I mean, look, the entire tank. I at first I thought only the center, the light would just really hit. But look here, based on how the rock work is, everybody's liking it so far. So I'm gonna go a little low out one over here. On the other side, as I said, we have the GSP here. We'll see. I mean, my fault to what happened. I can't, well, fault, whatever you want to call it. But we still see polyps. Now, this is going to bother it a bit, but I don't care. you know these things go. You just have to make it, my brethren. But I see polyps responding on this, and it can tell me that if even I put up probably a new piece on it, it probably would grow back, because polyps are there. You can see them. Yep, see the polyps there. So, and this is the light, not even fully yet. So I'll have that there, and that will show like literally how does this light do right around the tank with the corals. So everybody's out, swimming around. Welcome. You are a great addition. I love the places you go and where you hop to, and you're also a nice personality. Like Starry Blenny, you two do the same things. Just hang out on rocks. You know, where sometimes the Starry will just disappear because of his color. You're red and black, and how you swim is really nice to see the two of them together like that. This is sort of what I envisioned with these two guys. So you have sort of a friend who will hike with you, if you will. Yeah, you have a hiking buddy. You hang out around the same spots. You know, just chilling on the rocks. Look at that. Oh, I just a playful. Hey, who are you? This is where I build the tank like this with all the little grooves and caves. They can follow them around and under. Okay, I see him from that angle. Find something to eat in there. You quickly move and tell the hermits you're not dead, eh? What are you doing around there? Anyway, you seem to be having fun. Everybody's out. There. So everybody looks good. Belly's fat. Happy. Oh, there you are. Mr. Fat Belly. Where you swimming? You gone? Oh, you. Hey everybody, this is Russell Andalosi, aka the Rasta Reaper. This is take 2. Alright, so it is now, let's try that again, 7 o'clock on the 10th, and you can see it's -3 snow showers. I love this little cutie boy, see? Yes. Okay, so, oh, the light's now off. Okay, so I'm gonna move fast. So, you won't believe it. Yes. Well, I have a story to tell you. Remember today, the tent, I said tent is a cut off? Well, I had no intention of buying nothing, and I did not buy anything. But here's what happened. This, ladies and gentlemen, I guess is a true rescue. So, we had some aquas that weren't doing too well, and I did my best to try and salvage a few pieces. So we're gonna see how, if they can come back. So I'm gonna put them in the tank. I already cleaned them up, so I'm going to just do another base wash with the Acroporas. I took some time getting them in here because I had to spend some time on the tank and ask myself, where are going to put them? Because honestly, today I said I know I am finished, because if anybody even offered me corals, I wouldn't know where to put them. I think I maximize every spot, and I get 3. So you know how much ganja I had to burn and walk round and look and look and look, and I think I have a spot. So I'm going to do that now because the corals, the temperature is dropping on them, and I need to just quickly move on this now. So this is what's happening now. I'll put them in, and then you'll see what that looks like after. So let me move. And me just start back the video. So the light on the phone is off. So this is the tank. I said 24 hours after a water change. Yeah, you see me in the reflection, but I know so. Alright babies, I'm gonna go through the door and just love look pan on it, no? Look at them just gliding through here, don't it? Let them just gliding through here. You think him just floating in the air, look at that. You see the clarity of the water? You can't even tell. I love that. Yeah, no skimmer filter. Anyway, so maybe I'll show you this. Alexa, turn on torch. Alright, so here we have it. I think I showed you the last video, but the Purigen, the polyfilter. You look closely, you can actually start to see it collecting a few things there. Slight color change. My mindset is I'm going to watch this closer, meaning maybe it might need a midweek change. I'll see if it got to the end of the week. But then, of course, it's a bag of carbon, Purigen. And if you look closely, let's see if I can get it to focus. There long enough. If I can show it from the top. I've seen it more yesterday now. I see it now. What I was trying to show you was the flow of the water, because you could actually, let me see, can I pick it up on the camera? What I tried to show you is the very small movements. You can see some of the beads. It's hard to pick it up in like this now. When I just put it in, I could see it. How the water's moving through the bag, because you just see the pellets. But so this is the position of the Purigen. Back off and you can see. Yeah. Now, I mean, how I'm going to use carbon and not leaving it in the tank. So as you can see, predominantly what stays in are these two. I'm thinking, I had some thoughts around how I was going to mix, change how I was mixing my salt, and it involved a whole new system I had. I bought all the things for it and I've never used it. And I'm now thinking, well, you know what I'm going to do in the meantime? I'm going to run the carbon for like maybe a day or two. Because that's sort of how I like to run carbon. Carbon don't need to stay in the tank. So like when I just do the water change, maybe I'll do it for like that, like 2 days. So like tomorrow morning I'll take it out. Yeah? So I'll take it out tomorrow. It has done its job. I'll rinse it out and put it down again. So 24 to 48 hours is what I'll run the carbon for. Don't need to be in the tank more, longer than that, in my opinion. But the Purigen and the polyfilter will stay. So we'll continue watching. Oh, you saw the jump in the pH? Whoa, ho, ho. Partly because this had caught, the polyfilter had so much in it. And they said it in their instructions as well. If you see the change in the pH, take it out, put in a new one. And wow, did the pH jump when I did that. Went right back up. And the apex makes me wonder, maybe something was really going on there. So, you know, sometimes I just sort of ignore things because I look on the more inaccurate tests as the big brother guy. Sometimes I fly like that, you know. I'm like, well, I don't want to get caught up in watching numbers. And that's the thing in this thing, is to watch numbers. I don't watch numbers. I watch them. And then I look on these indicators. Tell me the quality, what's going on in the tank. And then I manage it accordingly. So anyway, my girl and my family, deal with some business. Boy, them really look at them afloat in the area, man. Bumba. And I true, even if we get out to them glare too. It's true, even if I get the glare. Alright, let me see. Alexa, turn off torch. Oh, it's true that light is still on, you know. We're not gonna get the look when me I try show you, because I can't see it the way I see it. So, just a look on the tank for tonight. Today is, where we reach now? The 29th, 7/24. Yeah? Yeah, you're getting a lot of feedback from the reflection and the lighting. So, wanna forgive me? I just was trying to show a little thing while going in the tank. I know some of the videos I have not paid a lot of attention to lighting, and so some of them look a little blurry and but I just so, you know? It's just so for now. Alright, I'm gone. No, I haven't polished the glass yet. This is just the magnet clean. You have to love the castle lights. Hey everybody, this is Russ Landalose, aka the Rasta Reefer. I don't say that often, but I say it tonight. I burn my ganja and I'm sitting down on the other side of the tank. I'm just looking at everybody, looking at everything. Because, you know, as the lights change, you see everybody differently. You know, when the Kessel blues go off, then when you're just getting the white light alone here, everything in the tank takes on a different color. I noticed something before, but it's more pronounced now, because I'm just sitting down on the side. Listen to me, I just got the shock of my tank. you see the Staghorn here? Right at the base, you see this branch, where if I go a little closer, that the coloration is different. It look almost green. And then it transitions, you see it here? Look almost green. I noticed that under the Kessel lights, where the branches, they have this greenish, brownish hue to it. I mean, there's some, I don't know how to explain it. But when I saw this, I think early on, I thought, I wonder what's going on here. And I totally ignored it. Now I come back, and to my recollection, I didn't realize or think it was this big in terms of the green. I'm like, is that normal? Is that signs of something going wrong, or is that something good? Now here's why I'm telling you that. I want you to focus for me right at the base of that green branch, sort of where it comes into the rock. I'm going to try not to point. Right where it hits the rock, where you sort of see the green sort of turn into white, like it just blending in, like the branch going into the root of the tree. Right at that base. Okay. Focus your eyes on the left side at the base of that branch. So you're almost looking on the rock. Do you know what shocked me a while ago? And why I came around this side? Because right there, while I was looking on this branch one day, I wonder, why is that piece green? Was it that much? Is that a sign of a disease? Is there something going wrong? Now, the reason I said that, you see coming out? There's almost a little movement. It looks like a polyp almost. You see it? The reason I came around here is because I looked and I said, that's not aptasia. It didn't, like, there's something there moving. Almost, let me see if I can point to it and show you now. If I can get my finger in there. Because it's slightly starting to open up now. Is it coming back out? There. If I can get a better shot of it. There we go. Almost like a polyp. Is that, and I ran a come around here to see if it was aptasia. But the way the end of it looked, I said, don't. But what else could it be? See the look of it here from this side? And as soon as I started to focus on it, I don't know if it was some food or something, it just pulled right in. And that's exactly where that branch is going green. You see it? Try to give you a top-down view. Certainly you see it now because it is totally out. Now that I've gotten the eyes to focus on where it is. See it right there, to the tip of my finger. So I am on the other side. I'm like, what is that? I never noticed that on this coral before. The only thing I knew that would behave like this, aptasia has longer tentacles. This is like is that how this coral is actually feeding? Because many corals have these extensions where they will actually send out to get to feed in the tank. And like, I don't know nothing about the Staghorn. I haven't done any research on any of these yet. I'm just going by observation. I'm going to go from the other side of the tank and see if I can show you. Okay, guess what? It's going to pull in. I'm not going to move because here comes the banded shrimp. And if he goes along this direction, it's going to pull in and you'll see how fast it pull in. And here are some hermit crabs coming. I'm not moving. I want you to keep your eyes focused on the base of that green stem. You should have seen it by now. I want it because this is what happened to me. I saw it as it pulling like a rocket. I'm like, oh! Okay. So it's a polyp that extends, and this is why I suspect feeding versus aptasia. Because Lord, if it's aptasia, and I'm looking at, okay, I'm focusing on it away from looking on the camera. No, that looks like some form of feeding tentacles. That's what it looks like to me. You see it? Yeah. And there's that, I can clearly see the tube. Alright, you know what? I'm gonna take a chance and go around the other side and see if I can give you a view of what I saw. And I don't know if it's a shadow. See if you can see it from this side. That's the view I had. Right above the hawkfish, you see the green branch? And I said, what's that behind the green branch? Because the green branch I was looking at, I said, it looked like something waving there. That looked like some form of polyp. What the hell is that? So the first thing I think of, aptasia, I was like, fuck. So I run around there, go look. See, you can't really get much of a better picture from here. I'm too far away. Well, let me try something. I've never really done this before. Let me see. Huh. Yes, that actually worked. There I go. There we go. There it is. Now if I go back from the other side and do that. You know, I've never used a zoom feature on this camera before. Well, Ross, there's a time and place for everything. So let me try it again this way. So there it is. You can see it better now. See it there? Yes. Now you see why I did frighten and think aptasia. That's not aptasia. And then I said, oh, is that a pest then? Because the next thing was, is that actually causing the branch to go green by damaging it? No, maybe not. We're going to watch it. I may have to do some research on this one. May have to, I certainly will. But I thought I want to hang around here and watch it till something startles it and it pulls in so you can see. See, I get a good view of the base this way. Alright, Levy. Here we know we have flow. Huh. Am I seeing tentacles extending from underneath it? You see what I'm looking at? If I focus at the base of it, my eye was picking up something very thin moving. Maybe my eyes are deceiving me. Huh. The hermit right walk past you didn't pull in. This is the journey. I can only trust you're not here to harm. And if you are, it's the journey. Yeah, my eyes were telling me like a little spidery tentacles extending. It just looked like I'm seeing these like little spider webs. What it look like? When I look at it without through the camera, I can't see it. Is a zoom in the camera allowing me to see it? What is that? I guess feeding tentacles. You know what? I have been feeding this tank at night. I'm going to put a little more colonus in. Let's see what happens. If you're still out, I'm going to put a little colonus in the tank. Morning family, I wanted to show you the foaming. How it looks from... You see? I think so. Listen now. This gives me an idea of the organics. When it forms like this, or it's breaking up. Look at it. It's like it's a dishwasher. I just fed the tank. Anytime I just feed the tank or put anything in there, you'll see it like that. It's like, okay. Look at that. Come from underneath. Yeah, everybody's fine. I'm gonna do probably a 30% change. Oh, there you are. I was looking for this man. I said, wait, don't come out to eat. This is your new little hole. Because you having like a little pumps. Anyway, glad to see you out. You two not friends no more? Pushing her back in the hole. Everybody have them like hiding spots though. You can get out of danger if you need to. Survive, baby. Alright. So come on and look at the tank. It's the 10th. We are wrapping up with the improvement on our water change system, with primary emphasis on improving the quality of the source water. So that's the project I'll be working on this weekend. I might start it today. I already have the DI resins and a couple other things I wanted to try out. I'm really trying to figure out in my mind which direction to go, how I'm going to do it. I'm going to just probably use my initial system and see how well that works. Maybe I could get a DI system and see what that works, how it works. I'm going to get a TDS meter as a backup to the other one that I have, just to have a separate data source. Yeah, and that's it for this morning. Everybody was fed pellets, 3 different types of pellets, 3 different sizes of pellets. And of course, they're all extremely active. So, that's it for this morning. Well, for now, I'm gonna just burn some ganja, relax a little bit. Cool. Morning family, I wanted to show you the foaming. How it looks from, you see? I think so. Look at that. This gives me an idea of the organics. When it forms like this, oh, it's breaking up. Look at it. It's like it's a dishwasher. I just fed the tank. Anytime I just feed the tank or put anything in there, you'll see it like that. It's like, okay. Look at it. Come from underneath. Yeah, everybody's fine. I'm gonna do probably a 30% change. Oh, there you are. I was looking for this man. I said, why don't come out to eat? This is your new little hole. Because you behaving like a little pumps. Anyway, glad to see you out. You two not friends no more? Pushing her back in the hole. Everybody have them like hiding spots though. You can get out of danger if you need to. Survive, baby. Alright. It's a quick morning look at the tank. It's the 10th. We are wrapping up with the improvement on our water change system, with primary emphasis on improving the quality of the source water. So that's the project I'll be working on this weekend. I might start it today. I already have the DI resins and a couple other things I wanted to try out. I'm really trying to figure out in my mind which direction to go, how I'm going to do it. I'm going to just probably use my initial system and see how well that works. Might could get to a DI system and see what that works, how it works. I'm going to get a TDS meter as a backup to the other one that I have, just to have a separate data source. Yeah, and that's it for this morning. Everybody was fed pellets, 3 different types of pellets, 3 different sizes of pellets. And of course they're all extremely active. So that's it for this morning. Well, for now, I'm gonna just burn some ganja, relax a little bit. Cool.